Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. Today I'm going to show you guys how to sublimate your very own door hangers this holiday season. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Starting off over here in Sawgrass Creative Studio, we want to come to our blanks and search for the 12-inch round. Now this is actually for a different product, but it's a 12-inch round, so it's perfectly going to work. So what we're going to go ahead and do is come over here to designs, and as you guys can see, there is tons of different, featured artists or even holidays. You can see Christmas, Halloween, all of these already pre-made designs for you guys, so it makes it a whole lot easier. So just kind of scrolling through here, you could click on them and it's going to bring it right in. What's perfect about these blanks is it's going to size it out for you, but if you do want to adjust it, you could definitely hit select all and then grab your corner right over here and then adjust this however you would like. So for example, this one right here would be super cute. Absolutely perfect with a burlap bow. If you guys want to get rid of it, you can hit start new right there and then bring in another one. This one as well is my favorite. We could size it down. You can also get rid of pieces. So say for example, I'm going to unselect it. This piece right down here at the bottom, I don't really like it. I'm not a fan. I could click on it and hit trash and get rid of it. I can also bring in other elements as well. So this one right here would be super cute as well. Once again, hit start new and we can keep on searching until we find the one that we really like. Another one of my absolute favorites is this one right here. I think this would be really pretty with a green and red ribbon. This would be super cute as well. This would be great for a party to have on the door as well. So this is just another little option. Once again, you select all and you can size everything out. So I want to show you guys, what if you guys see something to where you can add a photo? How do you do that? So let's go ahead and hit start new. I'm going to bring in this one right here. You guys can see with the little photo icon that you can actually add a photo in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all, size it out again until we're happy with it. Then what we want to do is come over here to galleries. You want to upload your image. I already have mine here. You're going to select it. You could also crop this down and resize it. But once you're happy with it and you're ready to place it where it's going to go, all you need to do is start hitting the send backwards. So you're going to click on send backwards and it's going to start hitting it behind all of those pieces. So as you guys can see there, it's perfectly in that spot. What there is there's a already made square with a circle and it's going to go right in there. A few more things that you guys can do with these wood rounds is you can add backgrounds. There is tons of patterns in here as well for you guys. These ones are super cute. Check this one out. One of my favorites as well. Another one is, let's hit start new, is this one right here, and this is the one we're going to use today. So you could definitely pop it out here, have the whole background. Let's go to some text and add some font. Say, for example, we want to add the word, Merry Christmas or the Thomases. So you can scroll through here. As you guys can see with Sawgrass as well, they provide you with tons of font. That's one thing I love about them as well. So we're going to go ahead and type in Merry Christmas, and then we are going to size it out just like so. Another thing that you guys can do is do an outline color, so I do it in white to make it really pop off of there. All right, so another thing that we can do with these wood rounds, have you guys seen where it's like half of the design? What I've done is I'm bringing in a square, or you could select all and just bring this down halfway. So I've brought in a square. I'm going to change the color to white. And then now what I have here is half of the design on the bottom of my wood round, and then it leaves that white open. You can use this grid to really, place that right where you need it to be. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over here, type out Merry Christmas, bring this up and kind of place it right about here. And then I'm going to go back into elements. I'm going to type in Santa just to see some Christmas images. And then as you guys can see, there's these really adorable ones. And I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to use this cute little bird here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to size this out until I'm happy with it. And what I'm actually going to do, since I'm adding a ribbon to this and I'm adding it to the left side, I'm going to scoot this guy over so we can still see him once I add my big bow. Once you're happy with this, we are ready to print it out. Everything is going to be perfect for that 12-inch round because we use the that blank template. We're going to hit print, and then we're just going to go ahead and go through all of our settings, choose your proper printer, your tray. For example, if you guys are using these that are 12-inch, you may need to use your 13 by 19. So I'm using my bypass. I've got the paper set, and then I'm going to change it to MDF board. And then I'm going to also change my color mode to vivid. I always love to print in vivid. I'm using the Truepix Classic paper. I'll also have it linked down below for you guys. Once you're happy with this, you're going to go ahead and hit print, and it's going to bring it over to the print manager. From here, you can go ahead and double check your settings, make sure it's mirrored, everything looks good. Maybe you want to check that layout. As you guys can see, I've got a little bit of an error here. We'll talk about that in a minute, and I'm going to get rid of it by just trimming it away. We're going to hit print, and we're ready to go. As you guys can see, it was super easy to design our very own door hanger right there inside of Sawgrass Studio. You guys seen that I used my bypass tray to print this on the 13 by 19. If you guys want to print sheets this big, you definitely need the SG 1000. So I'll have everything linked down below, from our wood round to my heat press and everything that you guys may need. So this is the design that, as you guys seen, that we went with right there inside of Sawgrass Creative Studio. So let's go ahead and press it. Now you guys can see that I got a little bit of an error here from whenever I designed it. But what's perfect is this piece right here is white. So what I'm going to be able to do is go right in here and just cut it away because it's a white piece. So I'm just going to go in here and quickly cut away this teensy tiny little piece. And that way I don't accidentally press it. So if you guys do something like that, just know if it's in a white area, you can definitely just go ahead and cut away the excess. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to prep up our board. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove our plastic. Whenever it comes to, boards like this, always check your substrates because there usually is a little plastic coating right on top. I'm just taking a weeding tool here just to kind of pick at it. You wanna be careful not to scratch the surface. This is going to protect it during shipment, your storage, and all of that stuff until you're ready to press it. So always check it first because if you press this, obviously it's not going to go on your product. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly peel this away. As you guys can see, we have removed our plastic. So we are ready to lay this down on our design. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay this down, and I'm just going to line everything up, making sure everything is nice and even on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just making sure everything looks even from top to bottom. Once you're happy with your placement, you want to go ahead and take some heat resistant tape and tape it down. I'm going to get one at the top and one at the bottom just to make sure nothing is going to shift while I move it from my table to my press. Now, whenever it comes to thicker materials like this, you really want to use a swing away because they have a very nice big gap that makes it easy to press this because it's going straight down instead of like how this one here is coming down like a clamshell, if you will. Sometimes you can actually break your board. So make sure that before you even get started, before you start to heat up your press, that you adjust that pressure so you can make sure that it's going to be proper. The heat press that I'm actually using today does allow a little bit of a gap, so it works out perfect. So what we want to do now is we're going to flip this over because we are going to press it in this direction. So what I want to do is I want to protect my lower platen, and then I'm going to slide this right inside here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put one on top as well to protect my upper platen. So now we are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and press it for 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So whenever it comes to these, you can always check wherever you purchase your substrates, and down below, usually in the details section, it'll tell you exactly the time and temp that you guys will need for each material. So we're going to go ahead and let this press for the 60 seconds, and we'll be right back. As we are getting down to the last few seconds, this is an auto open, so I'm going to grab it before it actually opens just to avoid any sort of ghosting, which this is holding on to it, so hopefully we don't have any issues. We're going to carefully pop this down from the top just like so. Now the very first thing I want to point out is with an auto press, as you guys can see, it wants to just really pull it right up. With static cling, it can try to stick to the top. So always try to make sure you have control of your paper and you're holding it down before you completely pull open your top platen. So I got just a tiny bit of ghosting right here on my Mary, but no problem because I can always come back in with some white paint and adjust that. So definitely be careful whenever you design yours. Now, this wouldn't be crystalline approved if we didn't spruce it up even further. You guys can definitely leave it like this. As I showed you guys inside of Sawgrass Creative Studio, you could definitely personalize them even further by adding somebody's last name, like the Thomases. You could do, you know, just a complete photo on here. You don't have to just do these for Christmas. You could also do these for senior night, you know, football season, and have them as a door hanger. Tons and tons of ideas. Easter, you know, you name it, you've got it. So I want to spruce this up even further and make it a little bit more extra. So if you guys are going to be gifting these and making them for your own or selling them in a boutique, you could customize these even further by adding a bow. So I've made my very own bow. I've got it right here. I used a bow dabber. I'll also have it linked down below for you guys. So it's something that'll last you a long time. It's like $20 and you can make these on your own. You can also purchase these already pre-made, Dollar Tree, as well as your local craft store. So I've got a glue gun here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue right here on the back. And then I'm just going to pop this right down where I want it. So I'm thinking somewhere right about in here. I'm gonna go ahead and press it down, hold it for just a few seconds, let it adhere to it, and then I can fluff back out my bow. Lots of different ideas when it comes to bows, tons of different ways. You could do this multiple colors, burlap bow, tons and tons of ideas here. So just like that. How extra is that? Super cute. I love it. So we've got sublimation as well as, you know, crafty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.